Hi, it's David from Kampa Hayling and welcome to our outside display here. And we're going to look at the Kampa Hayling 6 Air. This is a lovely tent from Kampa. It has a front canopy, as you can see, which I stand at 5 foot 11 and a half. I never quite made 6 foot. And as you can see, I can walk in clearly. The external height is actually 210 centimetres and the inner tents are 2 metres tall exactly. So that's literally on 6 foot, no problems. If you're a bit taller, you're not going to have to duck your head around to get inside your nice new tent. This canopy comes as standard and is part of it. You can buy a panel which velcros on nice and securely, so there's no clips or anything to worry about, which will then enclose the front of the tent. If it's raining or inclement weather, you can add some extra living space to your tent if you want to. And that's called the vestibule panel and is available as an optional extra, as well as carpets and footprints, and we're showing this tent with a carpet in it. Nice large wide front door to the front of this Hayling 6, so no worry about getting a buggy even inside if you need to, if you've got younger children. There is a step area here, as you can see, but that will toggle down so it can lay flat if you just undo the toggles. So that's not a problem there if you need to undo the toggles so you want flat access so the kids don't trip. So plenty of good features that Kampa have put into their tents. Being an air tent makes it a lot easier to put up. With a traditional pole tent, if you try and put the poles in and it was a windy day, the poles would be going one way, the tent would be going the other. With an air tent, you peg it from the ground first, so even if it's windy, all you've got to do is get the pegs in on the ground, then you connect the pump up and blow the tent up from the ground. So on the windiest day, it's still easy to do. We've done it here in the wind, and we're much happier putting up any air tent in the wind than any pole tent. The Hayling 6 Air also has a side entry door to the main living area, which has also got a mesh panel in it which will unzip. So you can obviously have plenty of air in if you want, but stop any creepy crawlies coming in if you need to. There's a big window on the side door, but there is a blind that will also cover it up at night time if you don't want people seeing in. And the door will roll away and does come with 2 poles provided, so you can put it up as a small mini canopy on the side door. On the actual windows, Kampa like big picture windows to let plenty of light into the tent, but they do also come with toggle up curtains which you can either roll away to the very bottom, toggle up halfway, or toggle up to the full height to enclose your tent and give you privacy at night time. So nice big curtains to cover the nice big windows, so in the daytime plenty of light, in the night time you can block it all off efficiently. Just a couple of details here on the Hayling 6 Air. Looking inside, we have this zip here, and there's one on the other side to allow you to run the mains cable from the campsite into your tent, so you can run obviously your little TV if you want to, or charge your phone. And obviously electric lighting is the great advantage of having electric supply into your tent. You'll finally be able to see what you're doing without the need for batteries. There's also these little Velcro points stitched all the way up the tube. People often ask what these are for. You basically just put your electric cable for your electric light into there, Velcro it around, and it stops the electric cable dangling down into the middle of your tent, so it keeps the cable neatly out of the way so you can have the light at the centre. While we're also here, we can see this is the point for inflating the tent. The pump screws into this outer cap here and into there. There's a non-return valve in there, which is why I can actually release it, and then to actually let the tent down, you'd unscrew the outer valve and that would let all the air out. You can see also that it's actually seated into a black tube here, and there's another tube within there which actually holds the air, and then the whole thing is held in position by this sleeve on the outside. So the tube is well and truly protected from any chance of puncture unless literally you attack it with a knife. So there's never any need to worry about that. Okay, just so you're aware, this is the bag that the Hayling 6 comes in. The owner of Kampa actually has a pet hate, which is bags you can't get the tent back into, so they've deliberately oversized the bag. It comes with good carry strap handles and buckles as well, and a zip. Inside the bag also is the pump to inflate the tent, which comes as standard, and a couple of poles so you can put the side door up as a canopy, as well as all the pegs you need. So that's the bag and the packaging. Looking at the actual inner tents, what you have is one 6-berth inner tent, which is divided down the middle with a zipped curtain, so you could have one big 6 or 2 3s. You've also got pockets to put bits and pieces in, maybe it's slippers, the remote control for your light, or whatever you happen to want to put in here can go in these pockets. Looking inside, you can see we've just got one camp bed in here, but it gives you an idea there's still plenty of space to get another couple of camp beds in. So it is a true 6-berth, although possibly more comfortable for 4. If you look here, you've also got doors that zip across, as we show on this side, and there's a big half mesh panel, so you can get air in at night time, but if you want to, you can actually zip it up from the inside and blacken it all off as well. And Kampa deliberately use a dark grey material in their inner tents with a darker grey panel over the roof to try and keep the light down at night, so you're not woken up in the early morning as easily. So here we have it, the Kampa Hayling 6, a really good tent that should be a serious consideration. With 150D material, it's the thickest material you'll find along with the more expensive competition, a 6,000mm hydrostatic head on the fly sheet, and 10,000 on the ground sheet, so no chance of water coming up and no chance of water coming through on the outside. It's a tent that needs serious consideration, packed full of features at an amazing price. Thanks for watching.